All right, let's talk about the forecast, Brad. We're talking about the air quality. It's been something that has been an ongoing thing nationally, right? And it's something we're going to have to deal with again tomorrow. It sounds like.
A little bit better. I mean, not as bad as today, but it's still, you know, compared to a normal day, it's not going to be normal. So sensitive groups the next couple of days, you're still going to have to deal with it. We'll likely have another surge on Friday. The whole East Coast is still going to see this smoke until one of two things happen. The fires are completely out, and even then the smoke will linger for a while, or the pattern changes. So you need some combination of one or two of those things to happen. And right now, the good news is there is some rain in eastern Canada falling on those wildfires. See how much of them get doused a little bit, but I think it's going to be hard to get them completely controlled. But a shift in the wind would be probably more appropriate. Now, what's happening, it's not just the fires. It's a pretty crazy weather pattern. We call this the Omega block because you see this ridge of high pressure. It looks like the Greek letter Omega. And this is really what caused the problems in Canada. They had this hot, dry spring, which has dried out and caused increased fire danger all spring and now early summer. So once those fires started from lightning, accidents, fire starts another fire because of the blowing embers, it just causes an issue. And then the steering currents, because of this low on the East Coast, has forced the smoke down from Canada into the lower 48. Typically this time of year, everything's moving west to east or from south to north because of the warm air. But because of this weird pattern, it's actually steering the smoke into the United States, especially the East Coast, you know, right there from the source of the fire. Now, next couple of days, the pattern doesn't change much until late this weekend into next week. You can see the pattern starts to shift. So our flow starts to come out of the southwest. That's more typical of the summer. That will keep the smoke away from us, push it back up to the northeast, and it's going to start getting warm and more humid around here. Tonight, we've had some showers. This is kind of the beginning of at least a little bit of a break from the smoke because the rain initially caused the smoke to get bad at the beginning of the rainfall. Then it started to clear it out. And now that the front's moving through, we should see a little break early tomorrow. But then with that northerly flow, we're likely going to see another surge of smoke because the airflow behind the front is straight out of the north, and that's where the smoke is. So the stuff that was up in Philly and up towards New York City tonight and today, that's either going to go south or it's going to go over the Atlantic. So at some point, some of it could impact the Carolinas. But as this high drifts south on Saturday, the flow starts to come out of the south and southeast. That's good news for us. Should start to steer any leftover smoke out of here. Tonight, there'll be some lingering sprinkles. Even tomorrow morning, you might wake up to clouds and a few showers. But as the day goes on, mostly sunny and cool. By June standards, highs only in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. We'll be near 80 again on Friday. Maybe a little bit more smoke because of that northerly flow. But still, temperature-wise, pretty pleasant around here. And sometimes the haze could help keep things a little bit cooler. Now, some much-needed rain fell in parts of the area tonight, but we're going to get a bigger dose of rain, likely late Sunday, primarily into Monday. This front timing is going to be key. I would not get overly worried about Sunday right now because this front could be a little bit slower and be more on Monday. And right now, it even looks like it'll be primarily Monday. So most of the weekend looks okay, but Sunday, Monday, that's the big pattern change for all of us. Tomorrow, nice day. Temperatures upper 70s, average highs 85. So below average again, and notice the wind direction out of the north. So that's going to bring in some additional haze and smoke, just a 20% chance of a morning sprinkle. Your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast, big warm up this weekend. Good weekend for the lake, the pool. Temperatures in the mid, maybe upper 80s. A little bit cooler with that front on Monday, but it looks like more consistent 80s moving in for the middle and end of next week on your 10-day forecast.